A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So TCU's offense will get the first crack at it here. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because
he can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the foot.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pick it up on 4th down. The quick out. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to tie it up.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Boise State ready to send up that offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think just
turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. They'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he's gonna lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Gentry. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Leads it with the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He finds a soft spot in the middle, and he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Thomas back to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give is to Smith. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos!
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
TCU 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Thomas looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep...
There he goes! And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Works the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick gain. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. On the option. They'll give it to the back. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They take the lead with the 6. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Thomas back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Horned Frogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short possessions really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Broncos line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to, and then turn your head like he just does.
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run the option. To the ground with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He fires one deep over the middle.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pucks it out of the air. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Smith. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Thomas looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Direct snap. Pressure coming. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
To the air on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Took a shot as he threw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. He stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete to the right. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that one.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and we'll see if they go for it here. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma State is just getting blown off the field right now. And frankly, we need to start going running time the rest of the way. A real stinker in Stillwater. They're trailing by 21 to Arkansas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Working on the right. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
they were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today. So they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.